Mabait. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule.
Ako si Joseph. 5 years na akong Santon Plus Herbal Capsule user. Walang ibang gamot na nakapagpagaling sa aking cirrhosis of the liver, kundi Santon Plus Herbal Capsule lang. The best talaga.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Mula sa #1 Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste ko. Pritong ulam na masebo. Plato at kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Ganyan pag Smart ang dishwashing paste. May double tanggaling formula. Tanggal galing ang sebo at bakterya.
Bahid para walang bahid. Linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. #1 ko to. Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste.
Heavy duty linis bawat pahid.
Smart dishwashing paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Iba ka sa lahat.
Santon Plus Coffee Mix. Iba ka sa lahat. Tamang tapang. Sa lasa, panalong-panalo. Santon Plus Coffee Mix. May kape ka na, may gamot ka pa. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Ito ang DZXL News. 558 kHz. 6 na dekadang maaasahan sa balita at serbisyo publiko. Ang himpilan ng RMN Network sa Mega Manila. Live sa radio at online.
Oras 9:58.
Malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani. Tunghayan ang mga storya ng bawat individual at organisasyon na siyang magbibigay ng inspirasyon sa mga komunidad, lipunan at sa bawat mamamayan. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani. Kasama si Jojo Armenta at Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga sa Kwentong Bayani. Dito sa DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho tuwing Sabado alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga at sa Facebook page ng RMN DZXL 558 Manila. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani. Hatid ng Benita at Catalino Ya Foundation at ng RMN Networks. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Today is January 11, 2025. Araw ho tayo ng Sabado, Radyoman, Jenny Pahilanga, Kwentong Bayani po. At ngayon ay ang ating pagkatanghal muli sa ikalawang bahagi ng ating Sabado ngayong taong 2025. Kung noon hong nakaraang Sabado ay nagustuhan yung aming episode, for sure, mas magugustuhan nyo rin po ngayon dahil talagang pinaghandaan po natin muli ang ating mga panauhin sa umagang ito. At kakaiba ang aming mga pag-uusapan sa umagang ito sa Kwentong Bayani. Kaya tutok lamang, live na ho tayo sa DZXL News. I-type lamang po nyo yan na DZXL News. Live na po kami sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa TikTok at sa X po, yung dating Twitter. Paki-like and share po ang ating programa sa umagang ito at tiyak na magiging inspirasyon po ang ating mga ibabahagi sa inyong Kwentong Bayani. Dahil noong nakaraang Sabado po ay isang ina. Ayan, ang nagpahayag po sa atin ng kanyang Kwentong Bayani na makatulong po sa kapwa niya, mga mothers din, ano? Kaya po sa umagang ito ay kakaiba naman ho ang ating mga pag-uusapan. Sila po ay ang mula sa X-Culture Asia. Yun, pag-uusapan po natin yan sa umagang ito. Kaya tutok lamang po kayo at pakibahagi ho ang ating programa. Ayan. So habang inaantabayanan po natin doon, ano, ang ating kasama pong co-host of course sa ating programang ito at ang inyong radyoman, Jenny Pahilanga. Kumusta ho ang inyong Sabado? Abay, January 11 na ho tayo. Ala, ay pagayon-gayon lang ay Sabado na naman ho tayo ngayon, ha? Kaya tutok lamang. Siguro, papasukin na natin ang ating mga panauhin. Wag na ho natin pakatagalin pa. At mapapanood po tayo sa YouTube, TikTok, live po sa Facebook, sa X. At sa Facebook page po, paki-like ang official Facebook page po ng BCYF. At dyan po ay binabahagi nila tuwing Sabado kung sino ho yung ating mga panauhin sa umagang ito. At di na ho natin pakatatagalin pa, nandiyan na doon. Aba, excited naman tayo sa panibagong Sabado na naman po ng Kwentong Bayani. ngayong taong 2025 at talagang makabuluhan ng ating umagang ito. Kasama ho natin ang founder and CEO ng X Culture Asia live via Zoom sa Kwentong Bayani. Kasama natin si Ma'am Mary Lou Cunanan. Ma'am Mary, good morning, or Miss Lou. Si Rajuman Jenny po at si partner Jojo Armenta. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga, Miss Jenny. Magandang umaga, Miss Jojo. And magandang umaga, Miss Leah. You can just call me ML for short. And also just to clarify, it's X Culture Professionals Asia.
So we have to add X Culture Professional, right? Miss ML? Yeah, can I call you Miss ML? Yeah. Okay, ayan, sige po. So, ayan, good morning po and welcome sa ating program this morning po of Saturday. Okay, so kasama naman natin this morning, hindi lang po nag-iisa si Miss ML, kasama din po natin ang co-founder and Chief Operating Officer ng X Culture Professional Asia. Kasama natin Miss Leah Angela Sioko. Miss Leah, good morning. Welcome sa Kwentong Bayani.
Good morning. Good to be back. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Kailan ka namin naging panauhin dati, Miss Leah?
I think last 2022. So 3 years ago.
Grabe! Wow, salamat. Naalala niyo ba, Miss ML? Talaga, sa dami kasi ng mga naging panauhin namin ni partner Jojo. Hindi ko na matandaan. But anyway, welcome back. Ayan nga, Miss Leah. Tagal na, 2022 na. Okay, inaantabayan na natin, Miss ML and Miss Leah, ang ating partner, of course, sa umagang ito. At maraming salamat sa ating mga kaagapay muna sa production and the digital department and technical department po sa Kwentong Bayani. Kumusta muna po kayo sa umagang ito, Miss ML?
Maganda ang aking umaga. Miss Jojo is a common friend sa aming circle, and when she invited us and Leah over, we're very happy. I'm actually excited because I think this is the first time I'm going to be interviewed sa radio, so I feel like a celebrity.
More than a celebrity. More than a celebrity. That's good. That's nice to hear and to know. Miss ML, how are you today, Miss Leah?
Good to be back. Grabe, after 3 years. Akalain mo.
Oo
nakabalik
nga.
din.
Yeah,
Parang
thank you,
I feel like,
you.
look ma, I made it.
Wow,
Not
that's good.
once, but twice. So.
Yes, and we're very happy that sa pasok ng January, nandyan kayo kasama natin. Eto na, Miss ML and Miss Leah, and I'm very proud, of course, with my partner, Jojo Armenta. Partner, good morning.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear and very beautiful as you.
So,
Ay, gusto mo yun?
Magandang Sabado sa inyong lahat. So sorry, I thought I was in already, pero siguro nag-a-adjust kanina yung Zoom ko. Pero magandang umaga po. So I think na-introduce mo na ba, partner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the founder and CEO, as the co-founder and chief operating officer, would you like to add, partner? Go ahead.
Yes, well, I will reiterate, we're having guests today from X Culture Professionals.
Yeah.
Actually, Leah, I've met her, Leah, 3 years ago?
Yes.
Tama ba?
Oo. 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years ago. I was a guest for your podcast, diba? And you were still a student back then, I think. And it's amazing that now I've been seeing your Facebook page. You've been traveling, also studying abroad. And now you're back doing your advocacy. So, amazing. And we have, ito, bagong mukha for me. Pero we have chatted already. Mary Lou Cunanan. Hi. Should we call you Lou?
Miss ML na lang daw.
ML.
Miss partner.
Okay,
Oo.
ML. All right. So yeah, the COO and founder of X Culture Professionals Asia. So good morning sa inyong dalawa. Welcome and thank you for joining us this morning.
Okay, so dahil dyan, partner, umpisahan mo na. Sige, para makarami tayo ng tanong sa ating mga panauhin. Go ahead, partner.
Okay, so well, once again, welcome. We're very excited and curious actually about X Culture Philippines Asia. Can you tell us more about it? Like, what's the objective? How did it start? ano yung naging journey nyo no, to come up with this organization? Let's start with ML.
Thank you so much, Jojo. So the Culture Professionals Asia, it actually started sa isang organization sa United States more than 10 years ago. And I got acquainted with it because I used to be a lecturer at Ateneo de Manila University. So I was teaching international business and cross-cultural communications. So this particular subject kasi, hindi siya masyadong tinuturo dito sa Pilipinas. May concept kasi na tinatawag na cultural intelligence, which is intelligence on how to work with people from different culture. Although ang background kasi ng Pilipinas is we have the online Filipino workers, the overseas Filipino workers, pero madalas we are working as employees.
Okay.
So nagpapadala tayo ng millions of Filipinos overseas, whether that's through services or you actually physically go out of the country, and that has actually sustained the country. And the major reason of the major source of our revenue. So ang cultural intelligence, kasi ito ang aking passion talaga. Cultural diplomacy kasi talaga ang aking background for so many years. Sabi ko, like, how everybody says it. Like, everybody says like how hardworking we are, how smart we are. And you will see na the best nurses, the best teachers, you know, the most creative ideas, and yet we always end up just I'm not demeaning, you know, like being an employer or staff, but I would like to see the Filipinos taking a lead, whether that's in business or innovation. You know, I think we like to follow trends instead of leading it. And one of the major reasons for me, in my humble opinion, is hindi kasi tayo kulang ng IQ at EQ. Actually, minsan, sumusobra pa nga. Ang susi, para sa akin, is cultural intelligence. So, this Ex-Cultural Professionals Asia actually allows young adult professional Filipinos. So, if you're 22 years and older, you can actually join the program and you can work with people from different parts of the world. So I think this is a great opportunity to learn from people from different culture and then see, oh, ito yung aking pwedeng kuhanin. And it equips you to become better professionals because now we're at a global stage. So you're no longer just competing with people here in the Philippines. You're also competing for people outside.
Okay.
So that's the program in a gist.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, ML. So, Leah, I'm curious how you get involved with this organization. How did you get involved?
Oh my gosh, story time. Long story short, in the interest of time, ML kasi was a fellow at the same organization that I was a fellow in. So yun yung sinabi mong study abroad. Yun yung parang nag-sponsor ng study abroad ko. Yun din yung nag-sponsor ng study abroad ni ML at the time when she was also a student. And I found her in that group chat, and thank goodness I have decent cold emailing skills. Just like a message to her, and she responded. So I invited her to speak at the TEDx event that I organized last November at the theater at Soler, and she confirmed. I think the vibe was there. So even after the TEDx event, we kept in touch. And then she said, I'm trying to build something from scratch here in the Philippines and hopefully something bigger in Asia. Do you want to join the team? And I didn't even have to think about it because, you know, I know ML. I know the background that she has, which is something that I can only hope. So parang Emil is my girl crush. I wanna be like her when I grow up. I mean, no, malit naman yung age gap, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it was an easy yes. And I've been having a great time ever since. I don't know any other endeavor that I would do without super thinking hard about it. But with ML, kasi it's just so easy to say yes. With the background of her experience and also just the endeavor itself, super solid. So happy to be here.
Oh, sarap naman no.
Yes.
Partner. Okay. So siguro this time naman, tanungin ko naman si Miss ML and Miss Leia partner, no? Malaman din namin sa Kwentong Bayani, ano yung pinaka personal advocacy nyo at paano kayo nag-umpisa dito sa Ex-Culture Professional Asia na maging volunteer? Ayan, malaman natin. Let's start off again, partner, with Miss ML. Ayan, Miss ML.
So that's actually a very good question. Add ko na lang, when Leah invited me to become a TEDx speaker in Soler back in November, my talk is actually about the Filipino values. So marami kasi tayong Filipino values na hindi natin na-appreciate. So ang aking talk is actually about pasalubong and how pasalubong is actually a symbol that we don't leave any Filipinos behind. When I studied sa aking grad school, and then when I was also teaching, karamihan ng mga case studies or yung mga libro na lang, textbooks na ginagamit natin sa business, most of them are coming from the West. So may cultural clash. So imaginein mo na lang na inaaral natin yung Western philosophy but our culture is very different. So ang aking advocacy is that we have to own our own values and then bring it forth sa global stage. And hopefully, tayo naman yung aaralin. Yung values naman natin yung aaralin ng ibang bansa.
Okay, thank you for that. What about Miss Leia?
Yeah, my advocacy talaga is education and specifically strengthening the Philippine education system. And a solid reason why is lahat talaga ng mga experiences ko before this endeavor with Ex-Culture Asia, all geared towards social impact. And I really am inspired by ML also. But even before her, parang it was always my endeavor to make the Filipino students empowered here. And kaya yun yung first interview ko actually with you. It was with my other endeavor with Indico, which is just short for the Independent Collective. Yung ginagawa namin is literally doing what we wish were done when we were younger, which is publish Filipino books. Hindi ko alam kung naalala nyo. It was 3 years ago. Pero what we did was exactly what ML kind of described. Now, we're pushing forward all these Filipino qualities para may representation tayo in media, in literature, etc. So that the younger Filipino students who read or consume what we produce will see themselves represented. And, they don't have to feel like pag nagbabasa sila ng, let's say, an American book or let's say a Korean drama na parang, I want to be that or I want to go there. I don't get represented, so we must not be good enough. Parang ganon. I know I might be over-exaggerating. I definitely am. But, when those little things compile, they add up to this feeling of inadequacy, and you just end up not having so much passion for your country. And when you don't have that, or even your own background and experiences, I feel like it's a disservice to your surroundings and a disservice to yourself. So it's really about empowerment at the end of the day. So education and advocacy ko, pero when you drill it down to, I guess, a deeper meaning, it's definitely self-empowerment and improvement.
Yeah. Tanong ko lang, partner, no? Miss Leia, sabi mo education yung personal advocacy mo. Do you have any personal experience or maikukwento mo sa amin na bakit edukasyon ang tinutukan mo, Miss Leia?
Oh my gosh, siguro kasi I was a nerd. I'm making it cool. But no, seriously, I think on a more serious note, it's really so much because of my family background kasi. I may be from a very, let's say, I would say a comfortable life. Pero yung lolo ko talaga, who was once an orphan. He was literally from nothing, from scratch. And so he always taught me and my father, who was, his son, that the great equalizer in life talaga is education. So, isipin mo, when my lolo, last 1 minute, just to answer the question, my lolo would sell pandesal before he would go to school para lang may pamasahe siya or para lang may pang tuition or para may extra money to buy food.
Yeah.
And when he was able to do that and even become a lawyer and a businessman, kahit yun yung background niya, parang you get inspired to do more. So parang just knowing that story na, my lolo had no parents and he just, got inspired by all these people before him and he worked really hard in school. And he really said that education is the great equalizer. Parang it gets drilled down on you and you kind of I guess, internalize on it and kind of take it as a personal advocacy as well because it's kind of like your heritage. But yeah, definitely it's my family and definitely my lolo. And on a more personal note, I just loved school. Ako yung nakakainis mong classmate na talagang dapat covered with plastic yung books, dapat complete yung school set, yung highlighters and all the different supplies that you need like a month before school starts. Ako yun. So this is where it got me and I'm glad that it brought me to people like ML because I've been enjoying the company ever since.
Yeah, thank you for sharing with that, Ms. Leia. Yes, partner?
Yes, actually, I'm very curious. Since we have two empowered women here this morning, I would like to ask them more about your love for country. Kasi I think we have the common ground here. Like even partner Jenny, we've been serving the media, Lord, because we love the Philippines. What is it about our country that you really, really love the most? That you would, easily say and share it when you talk to other nation or other foreigners. Let's go with ML first. Since girl crush ka namin.
My age is showing. When kanina sabi ni Leah, when I was younger, I was like, what are you talking about? You're still very young. How long ago was this? But for me, I think it's very easy to really identify what makes me very proud of Filipinos. And I think it is our sense of kapwa. So one of the things that really stood out during COVID is that there are about, now I'm like on lecture mode, 240,000 healthcare workers that are working overseas. Sa United States, about 4.5% lang ng Filipino nurses ang nasa workforce, and yet yung mga Filipino nurses na namatay related to COVID is about almost 40%. It's because grabe tayong magmahal. And yet hindi siya, saan ka yung mga hospitals ba sa ibang bansa? Asan yung mga case studies? Learning how Filipinos are very dedicated, not just to our fellow Filipinos, but to other people as well. Wala akong kilala na tao or nationality out of all the different nationalities na I worked with that goes above and beyond the call of duty because our sense of kapwa, because we can put ourselves in the position of others. So, yun siguro, in a nutshell, our sense of kapwa.
Okay.
Right.
Totoo
I agree
naman
with
yung
that.
partner.
I agree with that. No. Thank you, ML. Leah.
Gosh, nahiya ako sa sagot ko ang babaw compared to ML. But I really love the Philippines for its mainly, people and at the same time, the culture. I can't drill it down to just one thing, but I think in a nutshell, I just love Filipino energy. Alam mo yung when you go abroad, and I know ML, you've studied abroad as well in different countries. So studied abroad in China, in the US, etc. And iba talaga kahit you're in a new place here in the Philippines and then you meet another stranger. Parang it's just so easy to relate. Everyone's just so friendly. And when you go abroad, it's just so easy to connect na parang, uy, kababayan. Friends agad kayo. Pero even when you're, let's say, from a let's say China, and then you meet another Chinese in a different, city. Parang it's they're so culturally very reserved. And I think I'm just not like I don't like being super reserved, or let's say nonchalant. I like the idea that Filipinos are very, very kind, very open, and more than anything, very, very friendly and family oriented. Yun talaga yung I'm very grateful for, like the people and the culture of family, being family oriented, putting family and ayun yung sabi ni ML na bayanihan first. Because at the end of the day, life is really about relationships. And as much as I admire the work ethic of all these first world countries, all their educational systems, etc. I think at the end of the day, panalo pa rin yung Pinoy when it comes to like what Emil said, like emotional intelligence and soft skills, and being really grounded in family values, which is, I believe, what matters most.
It's good. Now, tanong ko lang, partner Jojo, kay Miss ML and Leia. Now on your personal advocacy and sa advocacy din at mission ng X-Culture Professional Asia, let's have first Miss Leia. Paano ninyo, ikaw as the co-founder and chief operating officer, paano ninyo nahihikayat o naipapalaganap yung pinaka-personal advocacy and advocacy itself ng X-Culture Professional Asia para mas marami din tayo o kayong makasama katulad ninyo?
Yeah, actually perfect timing yung interview kasi we're launching this weekend. So ideally by today, we actually have just started out, and the way that we show yung culture and the mission of X-Culture in our own program, and correct me if I'm wrong, ML, is initially talaga incorporating the main program to our own, specifically handled by ML's additional program. So it's kind of like an extra set of tools that we provide the students to make sure na even before you join that program, which is parang international, joined by multiple countries, hundreds, maybe even thousands of students this year, but it's already previously done thousands more. But let's say even conservatively speaking, 100 or 1,000 students this year, we already have trained them and made sure that they are competent, and to bring talaga the Filipino value of excellence to the global stage. So that's really our goal, that to mix this culture of the Philippines and also everything that we bring to the table with the international I guess standards of work ethic, of skills and the like.
Thank you for that. What about you, Mom, Miss ML?
So I think yung value ng X-Culture Professionals Asia is that you can actually have the experience na Leia and I have experience when we did our training and studying abroad. But this time, you don't have to go overseas. You can actually do it virtually at the comfort of your own home. And still have that exposure, meeting people and learning world-class education, learning about cultural intelligence and international business. So, yung mga programs kasi na join namin ni Leah, the screening is very rigid and the slots are very small. So we're trying to give that opportunity to as many Filipinos as possible, and they could go to, so Leah is our branding / marketing genius. They could Google X-Culture Professionals Asia, and then they'll be directed to our Facebook and Instagram page.
Okay, very good naman po. At least, di ba partner, na din yung paraan nila para makahikayat pa, no? At mapalaganap ang inyong advocacy and mission. But, partner Jojo, Miss ML and Miss Leia, magbabalik tayo. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, partner. Huwag po muna kayong aalis at maglilipat na yung mga talapihitan sa nanonood po sa amin sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa TikTok at sa X pa yung dating Twitter. Diyan lang po kayo dahil magbabalik pa rin, partner, ang ating programang
Kwentong
Bayani.
Bayani.
1026.
That time check was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
That news was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule.
Ako si Jessa, 25 years old. Dati may leukemia ako. Kasabay sa pag-take ko ng aking mga gamot, ang Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Ang laking tulong talaga ng Santon Plus. And finally, I'm a leukemia survivor.
Santon Plus. Mabibili sa mga butika. Santon Vitamin C. Ang alkaline na vitamin C.
Ako nga pala si Herina. Mayroon akong UTI. Sinubukan ko ang Santon Vitamin C at laking gulat ko dahil naging okay na aking paghihi. Subukan niyo rin ang Santon Vitamin C.
Santon Vitamin C. Ang alkaline na vitamin C. Mabibili sa pinakamalapit na butika sa inyong lugar.
Good para lumipas siya. Hello, Bright Bar Blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright Bar Blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye, dumitman siya. Hello, Bright Bar Blue. Isang labanan yan.
As tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Magalang, pundasyon ng mabuting tao. Tinuturuan natin ang mga kabataan na igalang ang mga nakakatanda.
Nano pa, Lala?
Ang paggamit ng po at opo, nagpapakita ng respeto at pagmamahal. Ayon sa Ephesians 6:1, mga anak, sundin ninyo ang inyong mga magulang sa Panginoon. Magalang, ikaw ang M-Extraordinary Pinoy. Brought to you by MX3 Coffee and Tea.
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
dahil ang unique toothpaste, may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga. Max Protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga. Max Protektado pa. Unique.
Max Alaga, Max Protectado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Ang African Swine Fever o ASF ay lubhang nakahahawa at nakamamatay sa mga baboy. Malaki ang epekto nito sa food safety at ekonomiya. Mahigpit na ipatupad ang biosecurity, maglinis at mag-disinfect. Mag-report agad sa lokal na pamahalaan kung magkasakit o mamatay ang alagang baboy. Bisitahin ang National ASF Prevention and Control Program o NASFPCP Facebook page para sa karagdagang impormasyon. Let's be aware, be secure, be ASF free.
Mula sa number 1 Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste ko. Pritong ulam na masebo, plato at kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Ganyan pag Smart ang dishwashing paste. May double tanggaling formula. Tanggal galing ang sebo at bakterya.
Pahit para walang bahid, linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. Number 1 ko to. Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste.
Heavy duty linis bawat pahid.
Smart dishwashing paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Anumang sandali, muling darating si Jesus. Malapit na akong dumating. Dala ko ang aking gantimpala para sa bawat isa ayon sa mga ginawa niya. Ako ang Alpha at ang Omega, nang ibig sabihin ang una at ang huli. Revelation 22 verse 12 to 13. Repent. Turn to Jesus today. He is the only way to heaven. Brought to you by MX3.
DZXL 558.
Malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
Oras natin, 10:31. Balik po tayo sa Kwentong Bayani ngayong araw nito ng Sabado. At kasama pa rin ninyo po, Radyo Jenny Pahilanga at partner Jojo Armenta. Partner, balik tayo. Good morning uli.
Good morning! Magandang umaga po ng Sabado sa inyong lahat. Kasama po natin muli ang ating mga panauwi ngayong umaga. Si Mary Lou Cunanan and Leah Sioco from X-Culture Philippines Asia. So kanina pagkichikahan natin what is it all about, their advocacy, and what their love they love about the Philippines, no? Pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung mga programa na ino-offer ng X-Culture Philippines from Leah and ML. Let's start with Leah first.
Sure, okay.
Leah.
Perfect. Kakatapos lang ng pitch deck, so medyo fresh pa in my mind. But yeah, so the program that X Culture really has is specifically 8 weeks. So that's more or less 2 months. And then on top of that, meron din kaming internal additional tools of that we're also giving out, and classes conducted by ML, which is also 4 weeks. So parang in total, if you take what we are bringing to the table package-wise, it's almost cumulatively 12 weeks, we're 3 months. And that program talaga is designed to give the enrollees or the students the skills they need to succeed in an international workforce or an international setting. And even if not international, it still has value to them in the sense that they get certified as being competent to operate in diverse or in parang I would say inclusive spaces. And I think that's such a very important skill to have. So that's the main gist of the program. But I will give ML the chance to break it down into all the different week focuses of every single material that's being offered by X Culture, and specifically by us here in X Culture Professionals Asia.
Okay. Thank
Thanks, Leah. ML, you want to add on that?
So, she's absolutely right. My 2 months na experiential learning. So kasi ang traditional na learning, karamihan sa atin is you learn through lecture reading. But this one, you actually already learn by doing. So yun yung official academic term, experiential learning. So if you're 22 years old and above, you get to enroll to this program. Start ng program is actually in February, which is only a few weeks from now. Pero on the last day of registration is February 15. My 2 weeks to 1 month na readiness program, and then you start joining your different teams. So yung team mo, ikaw lang ang Pilipino sa team na yon. At yung teammates mo din, galing din sila sa iba't ibang bansa at doon lang sila galing. Sila lang din yung galing sa bansa na yon. So pwede ka na sa isang team, may 5 to 6 members. Meron kang teammates from United States, from Europe, from Africa, perhaps another teammate from Asia, maybe from Hong Kong or China, or even from South America. So para kayong mini United Nations. And you actually work on real life existing companies, international companies. So you could actually be working alongside an agricultural sector from South America, or a medical company based in Europe, or an educational technology or an education organization based on Africa. And then you will work with them to find business solutions. So instead of just doing it sa classroom, hypothetically, now you're actually doing it. You're actually going to be like an international business consultant. So that will ramp up your resume, help you find more global jobs, hopefully in the future. So, and then represent, just like what Leah said, the Filipino excellence in global stage.
Okay, that's good, partner, ah. Magaling yung ano.
Tsaka building excellence is really good, no?
Yes.
Hindi lahat, wala, actually very rare tapping on that, no? Building excellence or culture excellence, no? So it's good that they have this kind of initiative. So when it comes to sustainability, kasi Leah and ML, Benita and Catalina Foundation is actually advocating citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility. So you've been doing citizenship, no, because you're helping out Filipinos to love their country more and all that. It's a social responsibility as well because they create a social impact. no? But when it comes to sustainability, what's the, how you would say, like, how do you make it sustainable? Like, paano nagiging sustainable yung X-Culture Philippines Asia? ML?
I think what makes it easy to roll out is that everything is virtual. So you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. And then the same thing, your teammates are actually joining the program virtually as well. And kind of like what we're doing now, siguro 5 or 6 years ago, if you are going to interview me and Leah, you would have invited me to your radio station. But the times have changed. We have evolved. We have completely evolved because of COVID. So, ganun din ang certain programs. We are also adapting. We're also finding ways on how to still stay globally connected, but at the comfort of our home. So I think this is just going to continue moving forward na binabago yung educational system. The other thing also is that there are AI components to this, which I think is still on AI is still in its infancy, so it will continue moving forward. So AI will be a major part of the program.
Right.
Wala ba
Definitely,
yun,
no?
partner Jojo,
You
wala,
want to-
singit ko lang, wala ba yun, Miss ML, na hindrances o nagiging hadlang mga, sabi nga, balakid, no? Pagka, sabi mo kasi sa bahay lang, and then, technology natin, o mas advanced at mas marami tayo na nabibigyan ng education on our ex-culture professional Asia.
In fact, mas madami.
Oh.
Because of the virtual platform. I think karamihan ng ating mga schools and universities, they still want the whole brick and mortar, going to classroom type, and then meron kang hybrid at the most. Pero kung ikaw ay very self-motivated and very driven and ambitious na hindi mo naman kailangan ng other people to tell you how to be inspired, ang kailangan mo lang talaga is a very good internet, a laptop. You have to be at least 23 years old, and then a diploma or a course, not even a 4-year university degree. So, para makasabay ka dun sa program. That's it.
Mas nga naman, partner Jojo, mas, kumbaga, mas napadali, no? Kasi meron ka lang laptop, no, anywhere. That's good.
Accessible for a lot of people.
That's the
kapag
exact
online.
word. Accessible, yes.
Do you get membership fee for this, ML?
They do. So mayroong program fee which is going to be available on our link. We can share with you after the interview, but they can find it on our Facebook page and on our IG. Probably check it on Monday because we're just going to launch it this weekend. So my program fee, it's very minimal for almost 3 months. It costs, hindi ko kasi alam kung magkano sa peso. Like about 15,000 siguro, more or less. Ano na ba ang USD to peso ngayon? But kung gusto pa nila na if they want to add on, like the lecture component, they could avail of that if they want.
That's cool. So, Leah, when can I start when did you start your journey again with X-Culture?
Grabe, it's just been a month. So around December last year, we started working on this, and then thankfully we're able to move fast, push this forward with minimal friction. Thanks to ML and the hard work she started out doing even before bringing us in. So there's another co-founder. Shout out to Chris if you're watching. But yeah, so it's been a month now, and we're gonna be starting accepting applicants tonight, today specifically. So we'll be rolling out the application form, and this is just a perfect opportunity for us to announce that here on your news. News show. Thank you.
Oo nga. I know, Leah, you've been doing a lot of stuff on the side as well. How's Independent Collective?
Oh my gosh, it's still alive and kicking. However, a little bit on the low key. But it's doing okay. It's doing well. I'm just taking a break from it because you can only handle so many things at the same time. But Talia and I are good friends. We met just last month in December, and always happy to talk about that. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So remember, partner, if you remember, parang na guest na natin si Independent Collective before, no? Tama ba? Yeah. We talked about it before already. Oo. So, my question, ladies, naman, is about, like, the challenges of doing not just ex-culture Philippines, no? But your involvement in pushing for social impact. So we're talking about social responsibility now. So we all have the same goal. Kaya naman ginagawa natin itong what we are passionate about is to really help the Philippines, to make people aware that they should be proud of being a Filipino. And even if we're outside the Philippines, we can share proudly na tayo ay Filipino. So what are the challenges that you've experienced in not really promoting being a Filipino, but like the values that we have, the culture that we have? Maybe you have overcome some challenges na medyo nahirapan kayo how we can share our nation or our culture to other countries. So, sige. ML, because I know you're in the field for so long, so
I actually volunteered to Jojo, and then I'm volunteered to DZXL to be like the cultural intelligence, I don't know, advisor. So we can do analysis of the pain points minsan na bakit nga ba acceptable ang traffic sa atin. And yet sa Korean na-impeach na nila dalawang presidente. Meron ng arrest dun sa president kaagad. So I think culturally may mga frameworks to ha. I'll just put on my lecturer hat. Ang ating power distance score, you've never heard of it, it's very high. Ang power distance, it simply means na kung paano yung authority and then the rank and file, how yung relationship with each other. So bata pa lang tayo, pag kapanganak pa lang ng isang batang Pilipino, mataas na agad ang power distance score mo. And you could see it by the way we say po and opo. May hierarchy even with the siblings. We never step out of bounds. Ang innovation kasi, ang out-of-the-box thinking is that you have to step out of bounds. So minsan, ang ating social pressure, to keep people within the box, it's very tight. We don't take a lot of risks. So I admire people who are risk takers. So si Leah, I know she's a risk taker. I have a lot of admiration and respect for her. If you take risks, kasama doon ang failure. The Filipino culture is not very tolerant of failure. One mistake and we kind of, halos durugin na natin yung tao over a mistake.
Makat kita dyan, Miss ML. Right. Parang sa 10 ginawa mo na tama, isa lang ang pagkakamali. Lahat mali na, tama?
Yes. We are very unforgiving when it comes to mistakes. Pero in other culture, they actually celebrate mistakes because it means you are doing something. Kaya, example, pag nagpunta ka sa isang, I don't know, like nag-process ka somewhere sa isang, like sa City Hall.
Okay.
Nagtanong ka, saan ko po ito pa-process?
Oo.
Sabihin nung guard na kausap mo, doon po sa ganito. Pero hindi, yun. Sabihin, hindi ko po alam, hindi ko po yun, Walang nag-aako, papaikutin ka. Kasi it's better na paikutin ka than to say, ikaw yung nagawa ng mistake. Kasi once na-identify na sa'yo yun, and you made a mistake, lagot ka. Okay. Culturally, I think if we could look at failure and out-of-the-box thinking, medyo mahirap yun. Kasi nga pag natin, nagpo-opo na tayo, may proper places na tayo.
Ang
That's
lalim,
a very-
partner,
That's a very new perspective, about the culture of the Philippines. Oo.
Na dapat,
titingnan mo parang, nga, no?
Na dapat baguhin, partner Jojo, di ba?
Ano, no? Sorry,
Dapat
partner.
baguhin. Dapat nating itumpak.
And that's a small thing that very observant to si ML, no? Kaya niya na-observe yung mga bagay.
Galing,
na yun.
ah.
Pero parang it's a new perspective for us to actually observe about our culture and to change. Kasi nga, nagulat ako dun sa Filipinos are very unforgiving. Parang, ouch, diba?
Which
Pero
is,
totoo.
in reality, yes.
Yes, you have
So, yeah,
yung mga family issues. Baka Christmas lang, di ba?
Oo.
Kung ano man yung family issues and years. Dala-dala na.
Correct. Hindi, one example is yung si Amalayer. 'Di ba? Sumikat siya nag-viral siya sa social media, yung Amalayer kasi parang inaaway niya yung guard. Pero kasi na-capture lang ng social media is the real thing na nagkasagutan sila but they don't know the context, 'di ba? So one mistake, we already judge the person based on
Tapos
that.
marami ng basher and magbabash na.
Oo. So, nga, no? That's a new perspective about the culture. Thank you, ML. Nabuksan mo yung isipan namin dyan. How about you, Leah? Leah?
Yeah, I guess just adding up on what ML said regarding Filipino things that, we kind of wanna address also and be better on. I think it's also that, pero more importantly, the dwelling on the mistake rather than the learned experience. And I think mahirap talaga, especially when you're operating from a position of loss. Kasi I think yun talagang iniisip ng mga Pilipino, and it's because also of our heritage, of our history, na okay, we're from a small country with limited resources. Majority of the industry, the economy is driven by the elite na few. Thus, everyone else is operating with that scarcity mindset, like poverty, the opportunity that, you might ruin your reputation and never get it back. So, sometimes, even if we take risks, and we make those 9 mistakes, tas isa lang yung tama, some people cannot get to the 9 mistakes because with the 1 mistake, they get already traumatized. And that's true, very true, especially in my generation, Gen Z, or the generation above me, millennials. We get a lot of feedback from the professors or more mature colleagues that our generations are a little bit on the conservative side because of also how we're shaped na we're operating from a fear of loss or failure, and then hindi na tayo nagmo-move forward with more risk kasi na trauma na. So I want more than the fear of failure, it's really getting stuck there. And mahirap as a Filipino to move forward alone kasi nga 'di ba bayanihan. So mahirap mag-make ng decision na is only good for you, but your parents or your family and friends do not support. Even if you want to do it. And tas nag-fail ka pa. So wala na talagang support for you. So it's hard to push forward on your own advocacy or whatever risks you want to take. If you've experienced failure, and number 2, if no one's really cheering you on, and that's very common, especially here in the Philippines, and not just Filipino thing, but mostly Southeast Asia, right? ML or Asia, pero talaga in the Philippines, it's more prevalent because of the family orientedness of the people. So kailangan talaga may consent and support of everyone around you, and that's hard if you want to achieve something and you don't get any background help or cheerleaders on the sides.
Very well said. Ayan, ang galing naman na ating mga panauhin ngayon, partner, ha? Sa pangalawang Sabado pa lang ng January 2025. But in a few minutes, partner, ayan, we will have our, syempre, pagbibigay sa kanila ng daan para magbigay ng kanilang mga encouragement at announcements. So siguro, partner, do you have last question yan bago tayo sa ating mga invitation?
No, I think that's gonna be my last, we want to In Kwentong Bayani, we want to encourage and inspire our listeners to do better as a Filipino. Always think of how we can create difference and social impact. So, your message to our viewers and listeners, para they can be inspired to do the same, no, to love the country, to be proud of being a Filipino. What can you say to these viewers and listeners that we have? Simulan natin kay Leah.
Leah.
Of course, thank you for that. I really love addressing those who are listening, because I think this is where I think you can have direct action on this whole conversation. And my message for those who are listening talaga is just to start small. Ayun yung sinasabi namin kanina ni ML, na there's fear of failure, there's fear of judgment. It's like a muscle to get over that. So you need to exercise the risk taking, the project starting, and all the other things that you want to do on a small scale. And it doesn't have to be, even geared towards, the most riskiest things or the most parang hardest things to accomplish first. You can always start small with, let's say, your passion is in education. You can always just start tutoring your siblings or sharing your old books to a library. And then from there, once you kind of like build that habit or that little characteristic trait of kind of sharing your advocacy, it's going to be inevitable na those small acts will snowball into something probably big. Like one day you could potentially, I don't know, start a podcast about your experiences and reach more people. So definitely start small and don't be suffocated or don't be stuck in a place of, I don't know what to do. Just do it. I think don't overthink it more than anything. Is my message. And last but not the least, obviously, little plug. If you're interested in pursuing our program, you can check out our Facebook and website. Kasi, professionals, Culture Asia Professionals is really here to give you skills for you to, be better professionals, be better students, etc. So I think this could be a great place to start, and you'll be working closely with us. So maybe if you're interested to exercise all those things that you want to start small from, then I think this is the great avenue for you to do so. So everything is gonna be shared in the link. We're gonna comment through our Facebook page on this live stream. So check our socials out and don't forget to apply.
Yes, thank you.
Leah.
Miss ML.
How about you, ML?
I've enjoyed this podcast very much. I just want to thank our hosts for today. Siguro, medyo opposite ng sinabi ni Leah is that if you're a Filipino and you're listening in, let's say, even if you're in the Middle East or if you're in different parts of the world, kasi we have about maybe 12 million Filipinos in different parts of the world as well. You have what it takes to be whoever you are. So allow yourself, at the very least, to think, even in your mind, that whatever it is that you want to do, you have what it takes. You really do. And after you have, pagkatapos mong ma-overcome lahat ng impossible obstacles, come back. Tumulong ka kasi may mga tao din na nangangarap na katulad mo.
Correct.
So yung konsepto ng pasalubong, diba, kapag nagpunta ka sa ibang lugar, hindi naman sarili mo lang iniisip mo. Magdadala ka ng maliit na bagay at sasabihin mo, dadaling ko to dun sa mga taong naiwan ko. And I think we have to have that concept, the beauty of the pasalubong, that we do not leave any Filipinos behind. So dream big, make it happen, and then come back, and don't leave Filipinos behind, please.
Very well said. Thank you so much. Galing naman.
Thank you so much, ML. Thank you, Leah.
Thank you
Thank
to
you,
both
ML.
of you.
Thank you, Ex-Culture Philippines Asia, for joining us this morning. Maraming salamat and mabuhay kayo. Good luck with your applicants and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you to both of you. Good morning. Okay.
Thank you.
And partners si Miss Mary Luconanan and Miss Laia Angela Shoko. Partner?
Isa na namang makabuluhang Sabado episode ang ating natunghayan ngayong umaga. Thank you so much sa ating mga
Galing
guest. Abangan niyo po kasi we have more inspiring and motivational guests for next week, no? So, yes, you guys can leave na. Thank you so much, ML and Leah, and have a great day. No, enjoy your day. And of course, for BCYF, muli nagpapasalamat kami sa mga patuloy na nakikinig at nanonood. This is our 32nd year anniversary. 32nd year for 2025, no? So, abangan niyo po ang mga nakaantabay na activities and events of BCYF. You can check out the Facebook page, BCY Foundation, the replays of the episodes of Kwentong Bayani in BCYF TV on YouTube. Yan, abangan niyo po yan. And of course, in behalf of the team, BCYF, our founder, Mr. Tony Yap, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig at suporta. Ako po si Jojo Armenta.
Hanggang sa susunod, partner ha, dito pa rin sa programang
Kwentong
Bayani. Maraming salamat. Yan po aking partner Jojo Armenta mula po sa BCYF. Ang programa pong ito hatid sa inyo ng RMN at ng BCYF. Bago tayo magtapos sa ating programa, bibigyan daan muna natin ang ating mga radyoman. At pagkatapos ho ng ating Kwentong Bayani, susunod po ang Usapang Trabaho Weekend Edition. Ayan. Of course, kasama nyo dyan si Radyoman, Miss Lou Panganiban at si Radyoman Glenn Del Rosario. Tutok kayo ha sa mga trabaho, lalo ngayong 2025. First Lady Liza Marcos, isinusulong ang Pilipinas bilang PhilAm Tourist Destination. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman 5 Chanel Salazar.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Nakipagpulong si First Lady Liza Armenta Marcos sa mga opisyal ng Department of Tourism and Department of Trade and Industry. Ito'y para sa layuning i-promote ang Pilipinas bilang film tourism destination at gawin ng bansa bilang isa sa nangungunang film tourism destination sa Asia. Nais ng unang ginang na mapili ang mga tourist destination sa bansa bilang lokasyon ng shooting ng lokal at dayuhan pelikula. Gayon din na mabigyan ng insentibo at suporta ang film production unit sa mga piling tourism destination. Pinag-aaralan din ang paglikha ng mga produkto gaya ng tour packages based sa popular na mga pelikulang ginawa sa tourist destination. Kilala si First Lady sa pagsuporta sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino. Sa kanunayan noong Martes ay nanood ito ng isa sa mga pelikulang tampok sa Metro Manila Film Festival. Kasama mo sa palasyo ng Malacanang, Radyoman 5 Chanel Salazar, Tatak Arimen, DZXL 558.
Maraming salamat. Patuloy na pagpapahusay sa healthcare access sa bansa, iginiit ng isang senador sa gitna ng banta ng mga bagong sakit. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman 6, Conde Batak.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Hinimok ni Senate Committee on Health Chairman Christopher Bongo ang pamahalaan sa patuloy na pagpapahusay ng healthcare access sa lahat ng mga Pilipino sa gitna ng banta ng mga panibagong sakit. Kaugnay nito ay suportado ni Go ang pagbibigay katiyakan ng Department of Health na walang dapat na ikapanik ang publiko sa human metapneumovirus sa bansa matapos na siguruhin walang matinding banta na dulot ito sa kalusugan. Gayunman, binigyang diin ng senador na mahalagang maging alert pa rin ang mamamayan habang patuloy na sinusunod ang mga health protocols upang maiwasan ang anumang pagkalat ng nakakahawang respiratory illnesses. Naniniwala si Go na hindi pa rin dapat ipagsawalang bahala ang ganitong mga sakit at patuloy pa rin sumunod sa mga simpleng patakaran at palakasin ng resistensya upang makaiwas sa pagkakasakit. Umapela rin si Go sa pamahalaan na patuloy na palakasin ang mga health measures at suportahan ang mga legislative efforts ng mataas na kapulungan para sa pagpapalakas ng healthcare access at pagpapatayo ng mga health facilities sa buong bansa. Kasama mo sa Senado, Radyoman 6. Conde Batak, Tatak RMN, DZXL 558.
Maraming salamat. Sa Los Angeles, California, pinaiwas muna ng Philippine Consulate sa indoor activities sa harap ng pananalasa ng wildfires. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman 2, Joyce Adra.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Nagbabala sa Filipino community sa Los Angeles, California ang Philippine Consulate General doon sa harap ng pananalasa ng multiple wildfires. Sa abiso ng konsulada ng Pilipinas, pinaiiwas ang mga Pinoy sa outer exposure at pinapayong sila na isara ang mga bintana at pinto ng bahay. Ang wildfire smoke kasi ay delikado sa mata at maaari itong magdulot ng runny nose, makating na lalamunan, pananakit ng ulo, bronchitis, chest pain at hirap sa paghinga. Pinapayuhan din ng Philippine Consulate General ang Filipino community na magsuot ng N95 mask, gumamit ng air purifier at air conditioners. Pinapayuhan din sila na huwag gumamit ng fireplaces, kandila at vacuum. Kasama mo sa DZXL Manila, Radyoman Joyce Collantas, Adra, Tatak RMN.
Maraming salamat. Coastal water ng Biliran Island sa Biliran Province nagnegatibo nagnegatibo na sa toxic red tide ayon sa Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources o BFAR. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyo Mantre, Silvestre Rambolabay.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Radyoman Jenny, nanunsyo ngayon ng Bureau of Fishery and Aquatic Resources na isa sa pang-coastal water sa Visayas Region ang ligtas na sa kontaminasyon ng toxic red tide o paralytic shellfish poison. Patay sa ulat ng BFAR, Bureau of Fishery and Aquatic Resources, lahat ng shellfish mula sa coastal water ng Biliran Islands at Biliran Province ay ligtas ng kainin. Matatandaan na kamakailan diniklara ng BFAR na nag-negatibo sa toxic red tide ang coastal water ng Sumaraga Island sa lalawigan ng Samar. Paliwanag pa ng BFAR. Nasa ngayon, may 5 baybaying dagat na lamang ang apektado sa toxic red tide. Ang mga apektado ng toxic red tide ay ang Dumanquillas Bay sa Zamboanga del Sur, coastal waters ng Daram Islands at Irong-Irong Bay sa Samar, Matarinaw Bay sa Eastern Samar at coastal waters ng Tungawan sa Zamboanga, Sibugay Province. Gate pa ng BFAR na nanatili namang ligtas sa human consumption o pwede nang kainin ng tao mga shellfish mula sa baybayin na nakapalibot sa Manila Bay kahit ligtas itong kainin. Kasama mo sa Quezon City, Radyoman Tres, Silvestre Rambolabay, Tatak RMN, DZXL 5
Maraming salamat. Pagsasara ng small-scale rice at corn mills sa 1,000 barangay, pinapaimbestigahan sa Kamara. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman 1, Grace Mariano.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Balikan natin ang report na yan ni Radyoman, XL Radyoman 1, Grace Mariano. And with that, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtugaygay, panonood at pakikinig po at pagsubaybay sa aming programa sa umagang ito ng Sabado, January 11, 2025. Susunod na po ang programang Usapang Trabaho Weekend ni Radyoman Lu Panganiban at kasama niya rin po si Radyoman Glenn Del Rosario. At sa araw na ito, nais ko po munang batiin ng happy birthday ang aking butihing ina, Sister Noemi Pahilanga. Happy birthday mo today. Enjoy your day. At bukas, ayan, magkakasama tayo sa community for your Thanksgiving birthday celebration. I love you. Happy birthday. Sa ngalan po ni partner Jojo Armenta at ng RMN at ng BCYF, ako po si Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga ang sa susunod na Sabado alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga dito pa rin sa programang